Hello, hello, it's Dana. Dana's making a mess again. Excuse me, I'm messing with the microphone here. Okay. Hi. It's been a long time. I haven't made any videos lately. I've been super busy. Um, we've had so many things going on. I'm in the process of a job change, and Thad was sick, and then my son, and the holidays, and it's been crazy. So I just wanted to show you some cool ideas of stuff that I have figured out. Hi, Marcy. Welcome, girl. I haven't seen you in a minute. You did catch me. Hey, girl. I wanted to show some of the stuff I was doing. I could take pictures and put it on my Instagram all the time, but I really have not actually did any videos, and I just wanted to share this stuff like before it becomes something else or leaves or whatever. So first of all, this was a pillow cover I found in a thrift store a while back, and I had come home and cut it apart and took the front, and I added some beads to this tree, which I thought was fun. And I got the idea from, I had showed on a previous video, I made these little tabs my mom had. Cleaning out her house has just been a chore, but she saved a lot of stuff. And here and there, tucked in little places, she had little crafts. And so I found an ornament making kit, cross stitch kit that I had actually, where's my camera? Ooh, okay, sorry. I had made these little candles, sewed beads to them, and then sewed around the edge. I think I'm getting a glare from the light actually, but I only sewed so far so that I could still glue them onto a page to make a tab, because I thought that would be such a super cute tab. But I wanted to show you some of the things that I discovered. First of all, these Dollar Tree placemats are awesome to make journal covers with. So if you take you a file folder where you sew it to, if you glue and sew, you can pull the threads out, excuse me, pull the threads out and fray the edges. And then I just had a little sample fabric, and then I took one of the little ornaments from Hobby Lobby and cut the hanger off, and I think that I'll glue him on there. The problem is the eyes are glued on flat backs, and I don't like that. I think they're going to come off. As you can see, this one's already like half off. So I think what I'm going to do is probably pull those off or heat them, see if I can heat them up until where they fall off, and then maybe actually sew 2 black buttons on there long term. Hi, Grandma Joe. So wasn't that reindeer cute? They had a pack of 4 at Hobby Lobby in the ornament section, and I thought that was the cutest thing, because it's just a real crude little sewn burlap head, but I thought it was so adorable. Okay, so that's an idea I had for a cover. I want to show you this other cover. I finally got this done. This closure is not for sure going to be the closure, but this I made with some upholstery fabric that I had gotten at a garage sale last summer. I showed it in a haul. This is ribbon that I have just pulled the wire out when I cut it, and I went ahead and frayed it along with the fabric. I sewed these trees out of scraps when I first got my sewing machine. This was how I practiced. Was originally I had just taken a few little tiny scraps. I didn't realize, because it was like a long piece, I didn't think about it until later, but if I cut it at angles, I could make Christmas trees out of it. So it became Christmas trees, and then I added the stitching here. The star I got from 4th of July trim that I got at a discount after the 4th of July was over. And then I just put this little Tim Holtz tag on that says Holiday Magic, because I messed up the corner of the tree, and actually there was like a big wad of thread there, and I cut it off, and then the tree was not at an angle anymore. So I had to cover it up. This was also in the ornament section. And then this was those curtains from that estate. I don't know if you remember, I took the curtains out of the living room of the estate. I know, I finally got my sewing machine out. Isn't it crazy? And then on the inside, again, I used some Hobby Lobby paper. I put some ticking here and just made some little tags. This is a Tim Holtz thingy. This is a sticker. This are those napkins. I used the napkins from the napkin exchange to decoupage onto a piece of paper and just cut a half circle out. These are those napkins. I don't know, napkins. What do I say? Envelopes that I made. I don't know if you remember. I posted a video on how to make these easy window envelopes. And so I just stuck a little piece of cardstock in there that I rounded the edges on. And then I stuck this little sticker. This is one of the Amazon stickers that comes in that book for $1.99 of vintage Christmas stickers. So I also made a key for the sleigh. So that goes in there. And then, on the back here, this is kind of fun. I made 3 pockets on the back, and this is the deer's head punch and another piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. I made a guest check journaling card, another piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. This was in some stuff from AliExpress, and then a little more ticking so that you can journal on the back of that, because there's already lots of lines on that. And I coffee stained the guest check. This is another napkin that I had decoupaged on and sewn around the edge. And then that's one of those little squeeze label things that rolls that Tim Holtz sold. Another piece of Tim Holtz ephemera with just some edging from one other paper and a doily on a plain red tag that I had coffee stained. And then this is my favorite. Another piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. I stamped some I stamped some evergreens on in green and brown. And then this, if you hold it up to the light, I don't know any of these people, but there's all these people with Christmas presents around a Christmas tree. And it says Kodachrome, and it's Kodak film. So I thought that was super cool. And then I put one of these, and I put a little stamp on here that says, I don't know if you can see it. Again, I'm getting too much glare from this lamp. It says, there we go, North Pole, December 25th. But I forget whose video had these, but I want to say Treasure Books made these little, any of them could though. A lot of people made these. Anyway, so I tucked that in there, another little journaling spot. So that's it for my cover. As for my lap book, this I'm really thrilled about. I took some of the leftovers from the Dollar Tree placemat. If you can get some of these placemats, they are so pretty. I don't know if you can see all the metallic threads in them. They're really easy to fray the edges. I think they make great backgrounds. My son did some embossing for me. So that Jingle All the Way is embossed on there. This is a stamp and embossed with the green glitter embossing. And then I just stuck it on. Okay. So this is a file folder that I made into a lab book. These are just punches that I've put on with my crocodile. I left this here uncovered so you could see it used to be a file folder. When you open it up in the front, I have several tags. This one says A Season of Hope, A Promise of Peace. I took these and made little light bulbs for the edges. This one says I Believe in Santa. This is the Nice List official certificate. I think that's so cute. And then just another tag here. And this, I don't know where I got these, but these are tickets to the Christmas, annual Christmas preview, and another one of those folded up stamped envelopes. These are the offcuts of coffee stained paper from where I made Artie Mae's, where I tried Artie Mae's envelopes tutorial. And this is just a paper clip I made with a bead. Now over here, we have another one of those envelopes I made in a previous video. This is a stamp off a Christmas card that someone sent me. And inside I have some coffee stain paper that I have spattered with both red and green. The red is only on one side. It didn't soak through. But this pocket is just made up of journaling, scrapbook paper, a little Tim Holtz ephemera, some offcuts, and this is cool. I don't know if you can even, if the camera's gonna, can you see that 25 there? Can you see there's a 2 and a 5? Let me see if I can hold it up closer. See, there's 25. Those were those little number sequence I got at the Target Dollar Spot when they had the teacher sale last year. Okay, this is my favorite part. I absolutely love this. Okay, look at this. This is a window I made. Now there's a piece of acetate over it, but before I glued it together, I stenciled all sorts of snowflakes on the background. And I used a frame to die cut this piece of paper out. And then this is one of my botanical prints that I put one of my labels that I made last year also on it. And the quote on it is not a Christmas quote, but it is, "The creative adult is the child who survived," by Ursula Le Guin. And I love that quote. So with this lap book comes a botanical print, which I think is super cool. Okay, now this is my own creation. I have not seen anybody do this yet. So this is all me. I did it by accident, but it turned out, this is like the happiest accident, right? This is snowflake punch, or not punch, die cut. This is a punch. Now, when we open this up, there is a slit here that I have pulled this ribbon through. Now, in the front, I have an envelope. This is one of those Tim Holtz, I think, things. Maybe that's torn from a Christmas card. I don't know. This is a punch. This envelope was from, these are just die cut numbers. This envelope was from Carmen at Carmen's Treasures. She sent me some stationery and I grunged that up, and there's tea stained lithograph paper inside it. And you can put your Christmas receipts or whatever you want in this little envelope. Now, here I have added this little, I forget what you call these, but I made a flip, and inside it, I made like a wide belly band. Now, under here, I have taken a whole bunch of tea stain and coffee stain paper so you can make your Secret Santa list or whatever you're going to do and put in here, so that people can't just look at it and, you know, accidentally see what you're buying them. But this is the cool part. You guys are going to love this. I made tiny glass singing sleeves. Let me hold this up. I made teeny tiny glass singing sleeves. And inside them, I made slides. Now, I went outside and cut both my juniper and my cedar new growth, pressed these for weeks to make sure they were good and dry, and then looked up the scientific name and put them together on my stamp your own word stamp and made slides. So the cedar scientific name for this one is Pinacea, and this is Juniperus. Can you see that? Aren't they cool? I think that's so cool. Okay. And those are from my yard, so I love that. Now, on the other side, there's more. Look, okay. So over here, I made a couple more just journaling spots. Now, I have stamped the paper both upside down and right side up so that I could put the deer heads back to back and they would kind of match up because they're not symmetrical. So I made a little pocket here, a little double pocket here. And I think this is Tim Holtz. No, I tore this out of something else. I think that was a Christmas card. Now, this is the cool part. This is one of those Target Dollar Spot papers that I'm always talking about. I love the background paper when I buy junk at the Target Dollar Spot. And then I just layered up. This is like washi tape and some music paper. And then I found this little poinsettia sequence. How cute is that? I found like 4 or 5 of those, so I'm kind of hoarding them. And then I put stickles in the middle of it. And then this is that church I tore out of that book of ephemera I bought on Amazon that I showed last video. And then I just made some journaling cards and put little tabs on them from. But, oh, I backed this with vellum, not vellum, acetate, so that it doesn't get caught on the journaling cards and you can still see through where I punched out that. So, yeah. So that's it. That's the lap book. So when I got done with it, I decided this would actually become a signature. So I have reinforced this spine with book tape, and I am going to actually make this my second signature in my Christmas journal, which is why I decorated this side of it. So when you get to it in the journal, it looks like its own book. And then when you flip it over, you can open it, because I put the opening on the wrong side. I didn't realize that it wasn't just going to be a lap book when I first made it. So it's actually going to be the middle signature of this Christmas journal. So it'll have a signature in front, this in the middle, whoops, this in the middle, and then a signature behind it. And then that, either that or this one. It might be in this one. I think this one's already got a little much going on because that spine's not very wide, and this is a 2-inch spine, so this is probably actually going to be better to put it in this one. So, I don't know. I don't know, but I keep making these things. Does it need your signature also? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Grandma Joe. I wanted to show them. I'm super excited about these. I don't know what I'm going to do with these little edge pieces yet. There's also this. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be ornaments, but it looks like, I don't know. It looks like it's weird. And then there's poinsettia. Oh, let me show you. Hang on. I got to run and get my poinsettias. I'm obsessed with poinsettias. I can't run because I'm in slippers. Dang it. I've been working on these poinsettias since yesterday. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, I swear. Don't leave. I'm going to show you my poinsettias. I've been trying to get down the 2-stroke leaf forever. And I know you like Donna Dewberry, Grandma Joe. I'm a Bob Ross fan myself. But I've been trying to make these happy little poinsettias for a minute, right? So some of them come out better than others. I like that one. I kind of like that one, but the leaves, I think, didn't come out good. I definitely like this one. And this one, I like the coloring. And then this one might have a little too much white, but I love how the leaves came out. And this one's not bad, but it got a little blotched. This one turned out okay. I like the leaves a little bit darker. This one is definitely one of my favorites. I like this one too. Then I moved to 2-stroke. This I put Wink Estella on, and it didn't look good on the acrylic paint. See how it just looks weird. Just ignore that. And then this one, I definitely like that one. Got a little bit too much white down there. I like the maroon ones too. I kind of did a little bit of blending with the black. These were a little sloppy. I was getting tired. This had too much white. Those were the 2-stroke leaves. I decided to try and do a light dark contrast. Didn't like that. Too much white again. Still too much white. Getting better. Did a red and maroon blend. Still white, but I like those leaves better. Too many leaves on that one. This one was not bad. But this one ended up to be one of my favorites. And then I like that one too. But I worked and worked on these for a minute, trying to get the perfect poinsettia. I think in the end, I cut all these. I had this great big watercolor paper, and it doesn't like fit on a shelf or anything, so it's always sticking out because it's so big. And I ended up cutting each page in 4 parts, and then I ended up cutting each page in 6 parts, trying to use some of it up. So I ended up making, I think, like 38 poinsettias in 2 hours. But I think I've got the 2-stroke poinsettia down to where I can make a poinsettia very quickly and pretty foolproof. And I'm thinking I should do a video on it to share with everybody, because everybody else might want to paint a poinsettia. And they're so super easy now that I've been kind of figuring out what works and what doesn't. So I kind of feel like, yeah, this is one of my, I think this is one of my favorites right here. But I kind of think, I mean, how hard is that? You know, that's not hard. I probably could wallpaper a bathroom, a very small bathroom. But I loved this particular watercolor paper. It's hard to paint on a textured paper with acrylics, especially when it's not like coated or gessoed. I like that XL Canon paper myself. I mean, that's really top of the line stuff. It's expensive, but I buy the big, like the $25 paper pad and cut them down into like 4 pieces. But I really, you want to learn? Then we should do a video, because you can do this on any, as long as you have a thicker paper, even if it's cardstock. The problem with painting on cheap paper, even if it's thick, is when you go over the brush strokes, like with watercolor, you try to pick up color, the paper balls up. But with something like this, you're literally making like 1 or 2 strokes and you move on. So you don't have to worry about paper balling up, even if all you have is just some cardstock. Yeah. So, okay, cool. I'm going to do a video then on how to paint a simple poinsettia, because I really wanted to get it to where if I wanted to slap a poinsettia on something here or there, I could, and say, oh, here's custom artwork on my journal, you know, like when I'm selling a journal. So I can say, oh, this is, because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I put in a watercolor, I put my own drawing in. Yeah, I made those little film slides out of my own plants in my own yard, and those botanical prints are mine, but it's not the same as your own artwork. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to put a painting in my journals. And that got me started. So I decided, of all the things I could paint, this would be the fastest and the easiest thing that I could do, because you can't really, how messed up can you do it? I mean, a poinsettia is not perfect. They're not perfect. They don't grow perfectly in nature. So, and the leaves are all bendy and wonky and twisted, and the coloration varies. So I thought, you know what? I can't really go too wrong, can I? Like, isn't that going to be the easiest quick painting to do? Acrylics. I actually used, let's see here. I used black and white. Okay. I used this is forest green and Santa red, and then I added black and white to those to make them lighter or darker. And then I used this yellow, and this one's called honey brown, but you can use any kind of that's just where you make the center. The centers are all different. Some I used mustard yellow, and some I used I had another kind of tannish color. I think it's this. I think I used warm beige on some of them, maybe. Yeah, or maybe it's dark. Oh, no, cocoa. I used cocoa because I see the green ink on it. So one of those, some kind of tan color, because the dots I did in both yellow, like kind of a yellow and a tan. But it's so easy if you have the right, and you'll need a specific brush. Let me see here. You'll need you could probably use a number 2. I left it in the house. Well, here's what you'll need. You'll need a brush that's kind of shaped like this. but feels like this. So this is a stiff brush. You don't want the stiff brush. You want a soft bristled brush, and you want it to be flat and kind of not super wide, but flat and blunt on the end. So this is number 4. What is this? This is a 1/4 flat. So whatever you get something that when you load it, you can load it up flat, because all you do is you start with your brush sideways to make the point, and then you turn it flat as you go, and then turn it back. It's so super easy to make these. Here, I'll show you with the big brush so that probably didn't show up on cameras. Look, I got the giant brush. But you start off straight, and then as you go, you just like flatten the brush out and then turn it sideways again. It's that simple. Same thing for the leaf. I turn it sideways, flatten it out, sideways. Done. So almost every one of these was like one stroke. And as long as you have a lot of paint loaded up on your brush, they turn out real nice. Look how varied they are. You really can't, I don't think you can mess these things up too badly. Now, I messed these up by putting the black stripe in the middle of the leaf. I think that looks kind of cheesy. But the poinsettia itself looks good. I think that one looks good. I think that one, even though I got a lot more white on these little ones, I don't mind the variation in the leaves. And I like some red and some maroon. And I just kept trucking along like best I could. And even if I drip paint, I just made a leaf out of it because what the heck, right? Then I started doing 2 and 3 brush strokes. I didn't like those as much, but I do like the maroon color. But the more brush strokes you do, I just don't like that Wink of Stella. I'm going to take that one out. That one ended up like too shiny, so I should have never done that. But I really like this one. I like the thinner, spindly leaves. That's how my poinsettias always look, because I'm not really good with indoor plants. But you can't really go wrong with these poinsettias. I'm telling you, you can't mess these up. I like those leaves too. These were 2-stroke leaves. Almost all the leaves, the 2-stroke leaves ended up better. So I think that we'll do the 1-stroke poinsettias with the 2-stroke leaves, because that's really, that for me was what worked out good. Anyway. But yeah, they are all different and they're fun to do and they don't take any time. Plus that water-based paint is really easy to wash everything up and just put it away, and it's just like a great little afternoon project just for the heck of it. Plus, heck, if it turned out real good, you could frame it, hang it on the wall, and give it away as a gift. You could number it and put number 1 on it, and people go crazy and buy it because it's your first. Heck, you could put 1 of 3 and just paint 3 and sell them for way too much money. I'm never painting another poinsettia. That's it. It's my only 3 in the whole world. Well, good, Grandma Joe. I want to see when you're done. I love poinsettias. I'm obsessed just because I can't have any because we have a cat and they're poisonous and she'll eat it. And yeah, I'm not trying to kill my cat. She's already old, so she's, she's going to get there on her own without my help. So when she's crossed her little rainbow bridge, I'll get a poinsettia sometime. After that, that'll be how I make myself feel better after she's gone. All right, ladies. Well, thanks for coming and checking out all my crazy projects and my lap book and my journal covers and everything I got going on lately. It's a lot, but it's been fun. And if you haven't had a chance, go check out my video. I did a response to Poochie Tat's bead challenge, Poochie's bead challenge. Me too, Marcy. Me too. Yeah. Seriously, like, me too. Amen, sister. Okay. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video, I showed my new cabinet and how I have my beads organized. I have 3 drawers, and I showed all 3, and it's extremely shaky, and I apologize for that video. It was with my handheld camcorder, which I am not good at using yet, and the microphone's kind of wonky, so I sound super loud because it's right there by my face, because I didn't have my glasses on. So, good job, Dana. Live and learn, right? I guess I could have refilmed it. It's only like a 5-minute video, but I had already done it twice. Once I actually took a picture and wasn't recording, and the second time I didn't know how to properly get it off the memory card, so I accidentally deleted it. So now that I actually recorded it and got it to the computer and uploaded it, that's it. I'm not trying again. Aw, thanks. Aw. Thanks, you guys. I'm going to tell my mom you said that. Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my creations as of late. I know I haven't been on, and that's kind of why. I've been doing a little bit of this stuff here and there when I could, but it's just been a little crazy busy. So I think things will maybe slow down a tiny bit. I don't know, because this job I'm actually going to be working more hours, 5 days a week. So yeah, I don't know that I will have as much time to record, but still full-time job. It's just more hours than my other full-time jobs. So, yeah. Okay. Well, you have a beautiful evening too, and it's good to see you, Marcy. Good to see you, Grandma Joe. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all next time. This was fun. I'm glad I got to get on and post something today. I got 2 videos up. Woohoo! All right, ladies. So have a good one. Oh, hi, Sue. You came in right at the tail end, lady. Yep, I've already been on here like 30 minutes, so I was just ending. But check out my other video. I posted a bead, a response to Poochie Tat's hashtag Poochie Bead Challenge. So, I love your Christmas cards. They're so good. Yes, but we love you. All right, ladies. Well, have a good one. Sue, post some of your cards on IG so we can all see. God, I love her cards. And Grandma Joe, are you going to do a video on your poinsettia or post it on your Instagram? Either way, I'll be paying attention. I'm going to check it out. They won't be a surprise that you're right. Okay. You're right. But take pictures and put them like on your laptop or something, so that after you mail them, then you can post pictures to your IG later. Right? Because I'm not going to get to see everybody's card. But I still have my card. My card's sitting over here. Did you guys ever see my card from Sue? Oh, this isn't my Christmas. Oh, you guys, this is my, I'm getting mixed up now. Sue did make this card. This is my birthday card, but it's just as fantastic. Ain't that crazy? Look, with the white ink. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. Sue's like the card lady here. I got all my little cards over here. Like that's for Maria. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This is from Denise. This is from Sue. I love this card. Sue is the card lady. Look at all these cards I have. Look, there's me hoarding. There's Grandma Joe's papers. She sent me paper. Sentiments. I cannot believe I cannot find your Christmas card. What's this? This is Danielle. Let me see what I made for this. Lisa made this. So notebook. Lisa made that. Danielle made that. Can't reach far enough back in here. Hey, does anybody need a photo backdrop? I got a photo backdrop. Excuse me. And I'm a little hoarse here. And it's too big. All right, well, I can't reach everything because it's all tipped back now in my little card box here. I gotta get my stool or my shoes on. Anyway, Sue's cards are awesome. So, I am still here. So I am going to end this live, and then I'm going to have to go edit this little end thing down where I go off on a tangent because I'm a dork. But thank you all for coming, and good to see you all. And I'm going to go get me a cup of coffee because I have a little throat frog. So, love y'all. Have a good evening. Bye. Bye.